What's the biggest mistake you've ever made at work? Well, now imagine your mistake costing billions. Sounds insane, right? Well, for some of the world's biggest companies like Apple, McDonald's, the Volkswagen, Johnson & Johnson, and Facebook, courtroom battles have resulted in multi-billion-dollar payouts. Today, we're diving into the most expensive lawsuits ever, where mistakes didn't just hurt reputations, they broke the bank. All right. These aren't just legal technicalities. These lawsuits reshaped entire industries, changed how businesses operate worldwide, and forced massive companies to apologize publicly. Some even made history. Let's uncover the shocking reasons behind these costly courtroom showdowns and how these corporate giants faced justice. First up, Apple's billion-dollar battle. Apple versus Samsung, 2012. Remember when smartphones became a war zone? In 2012, Apple accused Samsung of copying its revolutionary iPhone design. This wasn't a friendly rivalry either. It was an all-out patent war. Apple claimed Samsung's devices were too similar, alleging blatant design theft and infringement of several patents, including swipe to unlock and autocorrect features. The lawsuit was fierce, featuring dramatic courtroom displays, heated debates, and internal documents leaked to the press. And Apple, well, they demanded a staggering $2.5 billion in damages. Samsung, they fought back though, but after months in court, Apple walked away victorious, and with a judgment of over $1 billion against Samsung. Although this was reduced in appeals. Samsung, though, they still had to pay hundreds of millions, and it reshaped how tech companies approach design patents forever. All right, next up, number 2, McDonald's hot coffee disaster. Liebeck versus McDonald's in 1994. We've all joked about caution, hot coffee. I don't know, I haven't really joked about it, but we all have, apparently. The real story behind it, though, isn't funny. It's shocking. Stella Liebeck, 79-year-old woman, bought a coffee at McDonald's. She went through the drive-thru, accidentally spilled it on her lap, and suffered third-degree burns. Now, most people think this was some frivolous lawsuit. It wasn't. She actually suffered very bad burns, third-degree burns, and she originally just asked McDonald's to cover her medical bills, but they refused. They had it their way, and what followed became one of the most misunderstood lawsuits ever. During the trial, it emerged that McDonald's coffee was served dangerously hot, nearly boiling, and McDonald's had received over 700 similar complaints before Liebeck's injury. The jury awarded Liebeck, too, $2.9 million in punitive damages, so McDonald's wasn't having it their way. It was meant to wake up McDonald's. It was meant as a wake-up call, and the case changed consumer safety standards forever. I mean, ultimately on appeal, the number was reduced, but still, we all know, don't serve boiling hot coffee to people. Number 3, Volkswagen's Dieselgate scandal. Volkswagen versus the world. Imagine suing the world, or the world suing you. 2015, Volkswagen didn't just have a bad day, they had a bad decade. The Dieselgate scandal erupted when the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, discovered VW had secretly installed software in their diesel engines to fake emissions tests. That's crazy. Basically, Volkswagen cars seemed clean during tests, but were actually polluting way above legal limits on the road. Wouldn't it have been cheaper just to make it so they complied? I don't know. The deception affected over 11 million cars worldwide. Volkswagen, they faced criminal charges, massive recalls, and dozens of class action lawsuits globally. By 2020, VW had paid over $33 billion in fines, compensation, and settlements. The scandal didn't just cost them money, it cost trust, jobs, and changed the automotive industry forever. It's like, why fake the emissions test, bruh? All right, 4, Johnson & Johnson talcum powder lawsuits. 2018. Imagine a trusted household product linked to cancer. Not a pleasant sight, right? That's exactly what happened in Johnson & Johnson's baby powder. In 2018, a groundbreaking case resulted in Johnson & Johnson being ordered to pay $4.7 billion to 22 women who claimed the company's talcum powder caused ovarian cancer. Internal documents revealed J&J knew about potential asbestos contamination in their talc products for decades, but failed to warn consumers. Can you imagine knowing that and you just don't say anything? It's crazy. This case was just the tip of the iceberg. Thousands more lawsuits followed, ultimately costing Johnson & Johnson billions more and forcing them to remove their iconic talc-based powder from shelves worldwide. That's crazy though. I mean, you look at a Johnson & Johnson baby powder bottle thinking it's safe, and it's not. It's got asbestos in it. Who knows? I don't know. All right, next up, Facebook's privacy nightmare. Cambridge Analytica, 2018. Ever wondered why Facebook knows you so well, or knows me? In 2018, it all came crashing down with the Cambridge Analytica Analytica scandal. Facebook allowed Cambridge Analytica, you just keep saying those two words together, it's fun, Cambridge Analytica, you should try it, a political data firm to harvest data from over 87 million users without their consent. I guess without my consent. The data was then allegedly used to influence major political events, including the 2016 US presidential election. I don't know. Public outrage erupted, prompting multiple lawsuits and massive regulatory fines. Facebook, they faced a record-breaking $5 billion penalty from the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, the largest privacy fine ever at the time. CEO Mark Zuckerberg was dragged before Congress, and Facebook was forced to overhaul its entire approach to user privacy. I don't know. I mean, do people really care about their privacy and what they search on the internet? Do you care? I don't know. But who knows? I guess the FTC did. They fined him $5 billion. All right, next up, BP's Deepwater Horizon disaster. 2010. When BP's Deepwater Horizon oil rig exploded in 2010, it became the largest marine oil spill in history. The disaster, it caused 11 workers to face an early demise, caused catastrophic environmental damage, and triggered endless legal battles. BP faced lawsuits from governments, businesses, and individuals affected by the spill. Ultimately, BP paid over $65 billion in cleanup costs, penalties, and legal settlements. The Deepwater Horizon spill, they reshaped environmental regulations, corporate accountability, and remains a chilling reminder of corporate negligence potential cost. I mean, you can't be liable or not liable. You can't be negligent or you're going to be hit with costs, fines, who knows what over it. So be responsible. All right, number 7. Next up, Purdue Pharma's opioid epidemic 2019. Purdue Pharma, creators of the prescription painkiller OxyContin, found themselves at the center of America's devastating opioid epidemic. Lawsuits accuse Purdue of aggressively marketing opioids while hiding their addictive nature. Facing thousands of lawsuits, Purdue Pharma agreed to a massive settlement estimated at $10 billion. I mean, if they knew it was addictive, I mean, they can't really, you should probably tell people. This lawsuit wasn't just about money though. It exposed corporate greed, changed medical regulations, and aimed to provide relief to communities devastated by opioid addiction. The Sackler family, the Purdue's owners, even lost control of the company as a result of this. All right, at number 8, we have Enron's financial fraud scandal. Enron's collapse was one of corporate America's darkest chapters. In 2001, Enron was exposed for massive accounting fraud, hiding billions in debt and inflating profits. Investors lost their life savings, employees lost pensions, and confidence in corporate America, well, it was shattered. The resulting lawsuits totaled over $7 billion. $7 billion. Executives faced criminal charges, some serving lengthy prison sentences. The Enron scandal directly led to major regulatory changes like Sarbanes-Oxley, drastically tightening financial reporting standards. All right, number 9, Google's antitrust nightmare. Google versus the European Union. I mean, in this list, we have one versus the world and the next versus the European Union. Who would have thunk it? 2017, imagine getting fined billions just for being too good at your job. That's exactly how Google felt when the European Union slammed the tech giant with a record-breaking $2.7 billion fine in 2017. The EU accused Google of unfairly manipulating search results, promoting their own shopping services, all above competitors. Regulators argued this practice stifled competition and harmed consumers by limiting choices. The battle wasn't short-lived either. It triggered intense debate about the power and responsibilities of tech companies worldwide. Google initially appealed, pushing back hard and defending their right to innovate freely. But after multiple court hearings, Google eventually lost, paid the fine, and agreed to restructure how it displayed search results in Europe. This case became a landmark, if you didn't know that. Surprise, spoiler alert, setting the stage for how governments worldwide regulate tech giants and change how billions of users experience the internet today. I've said billions a lot in this video so far, more than I think I've ever said on any other day. Number 10, Philip Morris's smoking scandal, Tobacco Master Settlement Agreement, 1998. It's hard to imagine now, but not long ago, tobacco companies claimed cigarettes were harmless. Can you believe it? I mean, with the internet, that wouldn't fly right now. In the late 90s, reality caught up with them, though, in a massive way. Philip Morris and other major tobacco firms faced lawsuits from dozens of U.S. states seeking damages for healthcare costs related to smoking. After years of legal battles, shocking evidence emerged. Tobacco companies knew, surprise, they knew for decades about the addictive and harmful nature of their products, but deliberately misled the public. I don't like being deliberately misled. I don't like it. Maybe by accident misled, but not deliberately. In 1998, the tobacco industry agreed to the largest civil litigation settlement in U.S. history, known as the Tobacco Master Settlement Agreement. Over $200 $206 billion, another B, to be paid out over 25 years. It didn't just empty their wallets, it forced drastic changes in advertising, banned targeted marketing towards youth, the Utes, and required explicit healthcare warnings on their products. I mean, by now I feel like everyone should know, though, that the products are harmful, right? This case reshaped public health policies and continues to impact smokers, non-smokers, and the tobacco industry itself decades later. Here we are, 2025. All right, so what's the takeaway? Well, these lawsuits, they weren't just costly. They changed the way we live. They essentially shaped what's going on with us today. They improved safety standards, environmental regulations, and corporate transparency, because we all like to see through corporations. We like them to be transparent. Every case serves as a lesson. Accountability matters, no matter how powerful the corporation. And don't deliberately mislead people or negligently do it. Don't do it by accident, just don't do it. But which one of these lawsuits surprised you the most? Any of them? Maybe none of them? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed unraveling these billion-dollar battles, subscribe now, because next week we're breaking down the wildest celebrity lawsuits ever. Trust me, Hollywood drama has nothing on courtroom drama.